What's up, guys? So, if you're going to study the Bible, and I am studying the Bible, I'm trying to learn the Bible and understand it more. And I just recently figured this out yesterday, that there are four, well, there are more than four, but there's four uh, bigger sections that never got put in the Bible, And there's reasons for each of them not to be in here. Uh, but the Gospel of Mary, not Mary the mother of Jesus, but Mary Magnum, which I think she was. I don't know much about her. Like, I haven't got to her in my Bible where I'm at the Bible. But if I'm going to study the Bible, I got to study everything. And I'm kind of jumping around on different stuff. So, whether you believe this has anything to do with the Bible or not, we still need to look into it and see what it has to say. Does that make sense? Yes, it didn't get put in the Bible. There are four different people that were never put in the Bible. I can't remember the other three people. But I'm going to slowly go through all of them also. I don't know how much time I got left on the earth because of my cancer, so I might not get very far through it. But I'm going to get as far as I can through everything I can. So, the very first verse, or the very first sentence in the book of Mary is, "Will matter then be utterly destroyed or not?" Like, that's a total different way to look at things compared to what the New and Old Testament looked at. Like, do they even talk about matter at all? Like, if they have, I haven't got to it. Or maybe they have, but just not used the word matter. Like, does that make sense? But anyways, the Savior said, all nature, all formations, all creations exist in and with one another, and they will resolve again into their own roots, for the nature of matter is resolved into the roots of its own nature alone. So, I mean, you can look at that in multiple different ways, because God says we all are going to go back into the ground, right? That Mary's not saying it the same way God said it, but it's pretty similar. Will matter then be utterly destroyed or not? Basically, if going back into the ground, will you dissolve? That's how I look at it. Like, it's new to me, so I don't know anything about this book or anything. Like, I'm gonna learn it as you guys learn it. I'm not gonna believe it because it's not in the Bible, but it's definitely one of the four books that were talked about being put in the Bible. So it has to have some meaning somewhere in it that we need to look into. So what happens here? A disciple, maybe Mary or another follower, asked Jesus, will matter, physical stuff or bodies, the earth, all we see, be completely destroyed someday? I mean, that's a good question. Jesus answered with a deeply mystical response. All nature exists in and with one another. Everything is interconnected. They will be resolved again into their own roots. Everything will return to where it came from. There you go. Like, everything will return. Everything that we have on this planet come from the ground. Everything. There's not one thing that didn't come from under the ground. All of it did. Everything. Deeper meaning. Jesus is saying that Physical matter doesn't last forever, but it does vanish into nothing. It returns to its origin. Nothing is wasted or lost, but goes back to where it belongs. The reflection, spiritual thinking, like in, that name never comes out when I say it right. I'm not even gonna try. Or even Paul's letters, where the soul is seen as eternal, but the body is temporarily. Compared to the Bible, similar to ECC 12:7, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return into God who gave it. In Romans 8:22-23, for we know that the whole creation gathers, and that word there, waiting for the redemption of the body. Redemption of the body, sorry. I don't know why I said redemption. I didn't see an O there, but anyways. The summary is, Jesus is telling them not to fear the destruction of the physical world. It's not lost, it's transformed everything. Even the body is part of the greater divine circle of return. So let me get back up to the top so you guys can see the verse again if you want to. So that's the very first sentence. And it's not the very first sentence because apparently there's 4 pages missing from the front of the Book of Mary. Because I read a lot of stuff last night about it. I didn't even know if I wanted to even talk about it. But today it was in my mind again. So it's like maybe I'm supposed to talk about the Book of Mary. So here we are, guys. Please let me know what you think. Comment, like, share, and let me know what you think. Like I said, it is a book that they wanted to put in the Bible, but for some reason they didn't put it in the Bible. And there are 3 other books that they wanted to put in the Bible, but didn't put in the Bible. And I don't remember the 3 names. It was like Tom. I believe there was a Tom. And then 2 other people. But we should study those 4 books anyway. Even if they don't go nowhere near the Bible or don't make any sense to be in the Bible. Why were they made and then talked about being put in the Bible but then not? There's probably some stuff in those that we should definitely look into. Like, comment, and share, guys, and we'll see you out in the next video. Peace.